welcome everyone. Thanks for joining Daily Bites. I'm Satya Rajasekar. Coming up here on Daily Bites today, tanks rolled into DC for President Donald Trump's 4th of July event. The Pentagon announced Friday that for the second year in a row, the Department of Defense will provide troops and substantial support to President's expanded Independence Day celebrations. Roughly 1,700 troops will provide support to the Department of the Interior's with Salute to America celebrations in Washington, D.C. The highlight of this year's celebration will be our salute to the great cities of the American Revolution. The flyovers will begin in Boston and proceed to New York City, Philadelphia, and Baltimore. COVID infections surge in America's hottest places. Florida on Friday became the second state after New York to report more than 8,900 new cases in a single day. The governors of Texas and Florida had paused on their reopening plans, with both states effectively closing bars to limit the spread of coronavirus. Worldwide, infections have surpassed 9.7 million, with more than 2.4 million in the United States, according to Johns Hopkins University. More than 494,000 people have died worldwide, with more than 124,000 deaths in the U.S. Task force to investigate anti-government extremists. Trump banned chokeholds except when officers' life is at risk. Attorney General William Barr has created a task force to investigate anti-government extremists that officials said were responsible for instigating violence and disrupting peaceful protests over the death of George Floyd. The ultimate goal of the task force will not be to enable prosecution of extremists who engage in violence, but to understand these groups well enough that we can stop such violence before it occurs and ultimately eliminate it as a threat to public safety and the rule of law. U.S. must free migrant children from family detention. A federal judge on Friday ordered the release of children held with their parents in the U.S. immigration jails and denounced the Trump administration's prolonged detention of families during the coronavirus pandemic. Citing the recent spread of the virus in two of the three facilities, G set a deadline of July 17th for children to be either released with their parents or sent to the family sponsors. The family detention centers are on fire and there is no more time for half measures. Restaurants reduce menus to streamline operations amid COVID-19 pandemic. The industry has been hit hard by efforts to stop the spread of COVID-19. From March to May, eating and drinking places sales were $94 billion below expected levels, according to a recent survey by National Restaurant Association. Shrinking the menu is a better option. It allows restaurants to order ingredients in bulk and achieve better economies of scale. And because restaurants remove their least popular or more expensive items, the changes may impact a relatively small number of customers. Dennis quickly mobilized to create a new streamlined menu and is serving items that simplify operations and are easier to execute for their team members. Facebook tightens controls on speech as ad boycott grows. Facebook and Twitter have taken different stances on moderating President Trump on their platforms. It's the latest controversy in an ongoing debate about the responsibility tech companies have in policing speech online. Under mounting pressure from advertisers, Facebook said it would start labeling political speeches that violates its rules and take other measures to prevent voter suppression and protect minorities from abuse. Amazon to acquire self-driving startup Zoox. Amazon has reached an agreement to acquire autonomous car developer Zoox, the two companies said Friday. The Seattle-based e-commerce giant was in advanced talks to buy Zoox at a price lower than the $3.2 billion valuation Zoox has achieved in a previous fundraising round. Zoox was founded in 2014 and grew quickly amid expanding interest in autonomous vehicles. Telegram to pay SEC fine of $18.5 million and return $1.2 billion to investors. Messaging service Telegram said on Tuesday it is abandoning its blockchain platform Telegram Open Network after a lengthy battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Pavel's grand cryptocurrency dreams for his Telegram messaging service are ending with an $18.5 million civil settlement with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and a pledge to return more than $1.2 billion that investors had put into its TON digital token. The settlement ends a months-long legal battle between the company and the regulator. That's the Daily Bites News highlights. Thanks for watching. I'm Satya Rajasekar. See you all tomorrow.